Tom takes on the hardest jobs that no one else wants to do.
He's just one of those people that wants to make life better for all of us. He loves this state. He loves his community. And when called on to serve, he's done that.
He's got a sense of genuine concern about other people, no matter what station in life they may be in or what situation.
Every time you meet him, he just gives you a hug and he asks how I've been, and he treats me like a member of the family.
Tom always worked growing up. He worked, blue collar jobs. He worked everywhere in the city, and it gave him just a tremendous perspective for people, for business, for just all kinds of different ways of life.
Tom's service to this state has touched almost every Texan in some form or fashion. He served on the 3-member Texas Department of Transportation that builds all the highways. He chaired the Texas Water Development Board, which manages all of the water resources in Texas. He served as chairman of the Department of Human Services, and he also served on the Criminal Justice Board, which manages all of our prison systems throughout the state.
As proud as I am of being a mayor of Dallas, the biggest thing that's happened to North Texas the last 70 years was the construction of DFW Airport. I looked for the most thoughtful business leaders that would embrace that reality and make sure that we kept that airport the viable economic engine that it was. And so Tom just took on that leadership and stewardship.
We were going through the regional jealousy of Dallas and Fort Worth and Love Field versus this new airport. And I remember Tom did a really good job of trying to smooth the feathers of everybody between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Tom started his company, and he has been very successful in building one of the premier insurance companies throughout the Southwest.
Tom's vision on how you treat employees, how you treat customers, and how you give back to your community, it's the same today as it was, when we were just a tiny office.
I mean, Tom's one of those business leaders that fundamentally understands that with that privilege also comes the responsibility to be a good corporate citizen.
Tom served as the first homeless czar appointed by the mayor, and he was tasked with solving and coming up with solutions of how Dallas deals with the homeless problem.
There was a time in Dallas where the city really needed to come together. There were racial tensions, there were north-south Dallas issues. It was a thing some people didn't want to touch, but Tom dove in, was a leader.
Tom was one of the first, non-people of color to sort of call out the lack of Black professionals.
When I started college, I really wanted to do social work as my major, and I applied for the 40-acre scholarship, which is the full ride to UT academically. And Mr. Dunning had decided that he wanted to endow a social work scholarship. We kind of agreed that when you're in the classroom, you're doing social work every day. So because of him, I've gotten to teach some really special kids these past 7 years.
The Linz Award is unquestionably Dallas's most prestigious civic award. It is the recognition of usually a life's worth of service to our community. He was a fairly obvious choice.
Tom could not have been this busy without the total and complete support of Sally.
One of the best parts of working with Tom is, getting to know Sally. There are a lot of times when, Sally is out front and Tom is supportive. He's allowed her to create her own legacy.
I don't know that there's any couple that Matrice and I feel closer to as friends, as mentors, business associates, community activists than we do Tom and Sally.
I think Tom would say all of his success was started with the foundation at UT, and it gave him a perspective on his life and what he wanted to accomplish.
The friendships that he was able to establish while a student there and carry on through the rest of his life, meant the world to him.
A lot of people say they care, but Mr. Dunning really works to get around the city and to support his alumni and to support everybody he meets. And I don't think this award could go to anybody more deserving.
You can plug him in anywhere. The common thread is Tom's innate desire to be of service.
Congratulations, Mr. Dunning.
Hey y'all, Eric Johnson here, the mayor of Dallas. I want to congratulate Tom Dunning on this prestigious award. Tom, you earned this. I'm so proud to call you my godfather and my friend. Thank you so much for a lifetime of service to our city, to our state, and to the great University of Texas at Austin. And I know you're not done yet. Congratulations again, buddy, and hook 'em.